Did you know that one innocent fruit eaten after dinner could be the real reason you're waking up at night with stabbing leg cramps? It's not something you'd expect. It's not junk food. It's not soda. It's not salt. It's a fruit you might have believed was healthy. You might even be eating it right now. And for seniors over 60, this one fruit can quietly trigger something dangerous: severe nighttime leg cramps. You know the kind I'm talking about. The ones that hit you in the middle of the night. You jolt awake. Your calf is tight. Your thigh locks up. Your toes curl in pain. And for a moment, you can't move. You just lie there, frozen, whispering through your teeth, trying not to scream. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. In fact, recent studies show that over 58% of adults over 60 experience leg cramps during sleep, and most of them never figure out what causes it. They try stretching, they try warm water, some even blame their medications, but very few ever look at their dinner plate, or more specifically, the fruits they eat after dinner. Before we go further, if you've ever experienced nighttime leg cramps, or if you care for someone over 60 who struggles with muscle tightness, poor sleep, or frequent spasms, please take 1 second to hit the like button right now. This helps our small channel reach more seniors like you who desperately need this knowledge. And it tells YouTube that senior health matters. We're building a movement here at Health Sync, one focused on protecting your legs, joints, and muscles after 60, because you've carried your body for decades. Now it's time to support it back. All right, let's begin. The first fruit on our list? Bananas. Wait, Dr. John, bananas? Yes, and I know it might seem shocking. Bananas are often recommended for cramps, and you've probably heard they contain potassium, which is supposed to prevent muscle spasms. But here's the truth. Bananas do contain potassium. That part is real. But they also contain something that cancels out that benefit if eaten late at night, and that's natural sugar paired with low magnesium. Let me explain. When you eat a banana, especially a ripe one, it floods your bloodstream with fructose, a form of fruit sugar. If you're active and moving around, your muscles can burn that sugar as fuel. But if you're about to go to bed, that sugar doesn't get used. Instead, it causes a temporary insulin spike, followed by a drop in blood sugar levels around 2 or 3 a.m. And when your blood sugar drops during sleep, your nervous system panics. It sends stress signals, muscles tense up, electrolyte levels shift, and cramps are triggered, especially in the legs. Now here's the second problem with bananas. Yes, they have potassium, but they're very low in magnesium. And magnesium is the mineral that helps your muscles relax and recover. Without enough magnesium to balance the potassium, you get an imbalance, especially if you already have age-related magnesium loss, which is common in people over 60. So what do I tell my patients? Simple. If you love bananas, eat them in the morning. Use them as fuel when your muscles are active. But avoid them after 6 p.m., especially if you've been experiencing cramps at night. What should you eat instead? If you want a relaxing, muscle-friendly evening snack, try a few slices of kiwi or a small handful of soaked almonds. Both provide magnesium, natural relaxation compounds, and won't cause a sugar crash at 2 a.m. Let's move on to fruit number 2, and this one is even more surprising because it's often recommended for digestion and hydration. I'm talking about watermelon. Yes, watermelon. Now don't get me wrong, I love watermelon. It's refreshing, it's hydrating, it's full of antioxidants. But at night, especially for seniors, it's one of the worst choices you can make. Let me explain why. Watermelon is over 92% water, and when you eat it in the evening, especially a large slice, your body is forced to process and eliminate all that fluid within just a few hours. Now combine that with weakened bladder control or overactive kidneys, which are both common after 60. And what happens? You wake up once, twice, sometimes 3 times a night to pee, interrupted sleep, muscle fatigue, dehydration, and yes, leg cramps. Because here's the lesser-known truth. Every time you urinate at night, you lose electrolytes, potassium, magnesium, sodium, all of which are needed to keep your muscles calm and balanced. So while watermelon feels healthy, it can lead to overhydration followed by electrolyte loss, a dangerous combination for leg cramps. What should you do instead? If you're craving something light and hydrating after dinner, try a few cucumber slices with a pinch of sea salt. You'll still get hydration, but without the sugar spike or the midnight bathroom trips. All right, we've covered two big culprits so far: bananas, watermelon, both healthy in the right context, but dangerous when eaten at night by seniors. There's one more fruit left, and I promise it's the most deceptive of all. It's the one fruit that seniors are told to eat every day. But when eaten at the wrong time, it can trigger not just cramps, but inflammation throughout your joints. We'll talk about that one in the next section, because you deserve to know what to avoid and what to replace it with so you can finally sleep through the night pain-free. Now, let's talk about the third fruit, the one that doctors often recommend for digestion, the one you probably thought was harmless, even helpful. It's sweet, it's soft, and many seniors eat it every night after dinner, thinking it will help them stay regular. But here's what they don't know. This fruit can quietly cause your inflammation to spike, your joints to stiffen, and your muscles to misfire, especially during the night. I'm talking about apples. Yes, apples. Let me explain. Apples contain a natural sugar called sorbitol. Sorbitol is a type of sugar alcohol found in some fruits. It's not easily digested. And in people over 60, especially those with slower digestion, sensitive colons, or mild gut issues, sorbitol can ferment in the gut. This fermentation creates gas, bloating, and low-grade inflammation in the lower abdomen. You might not notice it right away, but your nervous system does, and so do your muscles. You see, when your gut is inflamed, it sends distress signals. This activates your sympathetic nervous system, also called your fight-or-flight mode. Even while you sleep, that subtle state of alertness can cause your muscles to tense, your legs to twitch, your circulation to drop, and before you know it, cramps. Worse still, if you have a sensitive bladder, apples act as a natural diuretic. You might find yourself waking up more often to urinate, which, as we mentioned earlier, causes electrolyte loss. Now you're not just losing sleep, you're losing the very minerals your muscles need to relax. And here's a personal story. I had a patient named Sheila. She was 67. Every night after dinner, she had a sliced apple with a little peanut butter. She thought it was a healthy habit. Low fat, natural, high fiber. But she also complained of two things: leg cramps around 4 a.m., a feeling of tension in her knees in the morning. At first, she thought it was her medications, then arthritis, then just aging. But after we reviewed her diet, I asked her to remove apples from her evening routine, just for 1 week. She was skeptical, but she agreed. By night 5, she told me, "Dr. John, I slept through the night for the first time in months. No cramps, no waking up." That's how powerful small changes can be. So here's my advice. If you love apples, that's okay, but eat them before 3 p.m. Let your body digest them while it's still active. At night, switch to a small piece of papaya, which contains digestive enzymes and is gentle on the gut, or a few slices of steamed pear, which soothes rather than inflames. All right, now let's recap. The 3 fruits to avoid at night if you're over 60 and struggling with leg cramps. Bananas cause blood sugar crashes and lack magnesium. Watermelon leads to midnight urination and electrolyte loss. Apples contain sorbitol that ferments in the gut and triggers cramps. But this video isn't just about what to avoid, it's about what to do instead. So let me share with you, Doctor. John's trusted nighttime fruit remedy. This is something I've been recommending to my patients for over 15 years. It's simple, it's affordable, and best of all, it works. Every evening, about 90 minutes before bed, try this. One small bowl of warm, stewed papaya or pear. Add a pinch of cinnamon and 3 to 5 soaked almonds on the side. The papaya helps digestion, the cinnamon regulates blood sugar, and the almonds provide magnesium and healthy fats. This combination keeps your muscles calm, your gut relaxed, and your sleep deep. You won't find this in medical textbooks, but you'll feel it in your legs when you wake up. And if you're someone who likes taking supplements, you can add 250 milligrams of magnesium glycinate after dinner. It's gentle, non-laxative, and supports restful sleep and muscle recovery. Now, before we go to next section, I want to leave you with this. Nighttime leg cramps aren't just an inconvenience. They're a signal, a whisper from your body that something is out of balance. Maybe it's your electrolytes. Maybe it's your gut. Maybe it's that one healthy fruit you didn't know was harming you. But the good news is, small changes make a big difference. And in next section, I'll guide you through a full 24-hour routine to prevent cramps for good. We'll also talk about a surprising drink that seniors are told is hydrating, but actually depletes your calcium and triggers spasms at night. So far, we've uncovered 3 surprising fruits that many seniors eat at night, thinking they're making healthy choices, when in fact, they're unknowingly setting themselves up for leg cramps, joint tension, and broken sleep. We talked about bananas, we talked about watermelon, and we revealed the hidden effects of apples. Now, it's time to shift our focus. Let me show you exactly how to build your day so that leg cramps simply don't happen anymore. Because it's not just what you eat at night, it's also what you do and don't do in the hours before bedtime. Here is Dr. John's 24-hour anti-cram routine for seniors. It's worked for hundreds of my patients, and today, I want it to work for you too. Let's start in the morning. When you wake up, the first thing you should do is hydrate, but not with plain water. Instead, add a pinch of sea salt and a squeeze of lemon to your first glass. This helps restore electrolyte balance first thing in the day. Because drinking only plain water, especially in large amounts, can actually flush out key minerals like sodium and potassium, and that sets the stage for cramps later. After that, move your legs. Even just 5 minutes of walking or light stretches gets your blood flowing and signals your muscles to wake up. Next, on breakfast, avoid sugar, skip the sweet cereal or fruit juice, and stay away from bananas in the morning if you had a restless night. Instead, try this: 1 boiled egg or small serving of oats, a spoon of soaked chia seeds for magnesium, herbal tea with ginger or turmeric to lower inflammation. Around mid-morning, have a few soaked almonds or a small cube of coconut. It's rich in good fats and helps calm your nerves. Lunch should be warm, grounding, and free from processed salt. Try steamed vegetables, lentils, or dal. A spoon of ghee for joint support, and drink buttermilk with roasted cumin seeds to keep your digestion strong. Now here's a big mistake many seniors make. Afternoon tea. What's the usual routine? A cup of black tea or coffee, sometimes with a biscuit, and maybe a slice of fruit. But black tea and coffee, especially after 2 p.m., can disrupt your mineral absorption. They're both diuretics, which means they flush water and nutrients out of your system. And if you add sweet snacks or acidic fruits like apples or oranges, you're doubling the stress on your kidneys and weakening your mineral reserves before bed. Instead, switch to Tulsi tea, chamomile, or even warm water with cinnamon. Now let's talk about the dangerous drink I mentioned earlier. It's something seniors are told is hydrating and good for digestion. But for many over 60, it can leach calcium, weaken your bones, and worsen leg cramps. That drink is carbonated water, especially flavored sparkling water or sodas labeled as zero sugar. Let me explain. Carbonated drinks contain phosphoric acid, which gives them that fizzy tang. But phosphoric acid can bind to calcium in your bloodstream, pulling it out of your bones. Over time, this can weaken your muscle function. And at night, when your muscles are trying to relax, that calcium deficiency triggers spasms. So here's my advice. Skip the carbonated water, even the healthy ones. Instead, drink warm fennel tea or coriander seed water after dinner. They support digestion, reduce bloating, and protect your mineral balance. Now let's build your evening routine, the final step to cramp-free sleep. Dinner by 7 p.m. Keep it light. Steamed vegetables, rice, and a warm soup are perfect. No fruits after 6 p.m. If you must snack, choose cooked pear or soaked raisins. Take magnesium glycinate, around 250 milligrams. After dinner, unless your doctor says otherwise, before bed, soak your feet in warm water with Epsom salt for 10 minutes. It helps draw magnesium into your body and relaxes tight calf muscles. Stretch your legs gently before lying down. Point and flex your toes. Roll your ankles. Massage your calves. And most importantly, breathe deeply. Deep breathing activates your parasympathetic system, the one that helps your body rest, digest, and recover. You don't need a dozen supplements. You don't need expensive treatments. You just need to give your body what it needs at the right time. Now, before we end, let me speak directly to you. If you're someone who struggles with leg cramps at night, wakes up groaning with muscle tightness, can't remember the last time you had a full night of peaceful sleep, I want you to know this. It's not your fault. You've been told to eat healthy foods without knowing how they react in an aging body. You've been doing your best without the full picture, but now you have the truth. Bananas, watermelon, apples, great fruits, but not for your night routine. Swap them out. Protect your minerals. Move your body gently and give your legs the rest they deserve. If you found this video helpful, please share it with a friend or a family member. Your one share might help someone else sleep through the night pain-free for the first time in months. And don't forget to subscribe to HealthSync. We're here every week for you, your legs, your sleep, and your strength after 60. I'm Dr. John, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay strong, sleep deep, and take care of those legs.